Over the last 10 years, I would say it's been transformational for the entire organization to have the wherewithal and the drive to move from 3 and 4 houses a year to now we talk about building projects in the units of 20 and 21. A project, that's monumental growth.
I've been on the board maybe about a year, which is awesome because I get to see the other side now. Before it was like scattered houses, maybe 2 houses, my house and my neighbor's house, or a couple of houses on a block. And it's evolving as a company and an organization.
When I first started doing this work, many years ago, Habitat actually wasn't just Habitat Philadelphia. There was a lot of little habitats around. And when they all came together, I think that was really great to help try to increase their capacity citywide.
Our city's challenge, if we want to address all the other tentacles of poverty, housing's first. A lot of families have grown up, generations of people living in row homes, and that housing stock needs a little love.
We've got a lot of very old housing stock coupled with a lot of very low income people. And so it's very hard for these folks to maintain this old housing stock and be able to stay in their homes. And when you take the amount of resources it takes to create a new unit, and instead you spread that around to keeping people in their units, you're actually able to serve a much larger populace.
8 years ago, we started our critical home repair program. The first year was 20 homes, and since then it's been over 525 homes that we've repaired.
We just came out with the city's first ever housing action plan that really covers homelessness all the way through market rate housing, and one of the things that we focus in on there is the intersection between health and housing.
Where you live has a direct correlation to your physical, emotional, and mental health. A child who's growing up in a rental property where the health is at jeopardy, and the number one reason kids miss school is asthma.
My daughter's Jalen. She had asthma prior to this, and she was in the hospital a lot. Move forward now. She's off half of her medication and she's doing well. She's playing, she's flourishing. When we first started Habitat, she had just gotten into school. Now she's graduating this year.
You can drop a point right here to say the economic mobility of that child is directly tied to the investment made in the house and the health of that home.
At the end of the day, you get to see, why people do what they do, and it's truly because they care. It's truly because they have a passion for it. It's not just a job through Habitat. I know they said it is a Habitat family. It truly is a Habitat family. And on the board, you get to see even the board is like a Habitat family.
I just think it's really great that an organization that has been in existence for a substantial period of time, that has had success in what they do, that has built up a good reputation for themselves, is willing to look at themselves and say, how can we do more? How can we do better? How can we, have more impact?
At this exact moment, we're exactly where we need to be. We have 3.5 decades of experience. We've got community trust. We have the leadership. We have the board expertise. We are exactly where we need to be to scale the work we do so that more families achieve self-reliance, achieve self-sufficiency, that more kids at night come home to a safe, warm, dry, healthy home to be able to get up the next day and go to school to learn. Right here, right now, we can do this. We have to do this. There's a moral obligation. We can and we will.